They come quietly, they sound polite, helpful, even friendly, and before many seniors realize what's happening, their savings, identity, and peace of mind are gone as we move into 2026. Scams are spreading faster than ever, and older adults are being targeted in new, smarter, and more convincing ways. These scams don't always look like crime. Often, they look like kindness, urgency, or opportunity. That's why awareness is no longer optional, it's essential. The first fast-spreading scam is the trusted voice scam powered by artificial intelligence. Seniors receive a phone call that sounds exactly like a loved one, a child, grandchild, or close relative claiming there's an emergency. The voice may say they've been arrested, in an accident, or need money immediately, because the voice sounds real. Many seniors panic and act quickly, wiring money or sharing personal details. What makes this scam so dangerous in 2026 is that scammers now use short voice clips from social media or old voicemails to perfectly clone a person's voice. The safest response is to pause, hang up, and verify the story directly with another family member or trusted contact. The second major scam involves fake government and healthcare messages. Seniors are receiving official-looking emails, text messages, and even phone calls claiming to be from Social Security, Medicare, or tax authorities. These messages often warn of suspended benefits, urgent verification, or new 2026 policy updates that require immediate action. The fear of losing benefits pushes many people to click links or provide personal information. In reality, legitimate government agencies do not threaten, rush, or demand sensitive details through unsolicited calls or messages. When in doubt, always contact the agency using a phone number you find yourself, not one provided in the message. The third rapidly growing scam is the investment recovery scam. Many seniors who have already lost money to past scams are now being targeted again. Scammers claim they can recover lost funds through special legal channels, cryptocurrency tracing, or international investigations for a fee. They sound professional and often present fake documents or testimonials. Sadly, this scam preys on hope and regret, leading to even greater losses. The truth is simple but painful. No legitimate company can guarantee the recovery of scammed money. Any request for upfront fees is a major warning sign. The fourth scam spreading in 2026 is the fake tech support and smart device alert scam. Seniors are told their phone, computer, or home security system has been hacked or is about to stop working. A pop-up message or phone call urges immediate action to protect your device. Once scammers gain remote access, they steal personal data, install malware, or demand payment to fix the problem. Real tech companies do not make unsolicited calls or lock screens demanding payment. If a device warning appears, turn it off and contact a trusted technician or family member before taking any action. The fifth and perhaps most heartbreaking scam is the romance and companionship scam. As more seniors use social media, messaging apps, and online communities, scammers create long-term emotional connections. They listen, show affection, and build trust over weeks or months. Eventually, a crisis appears, a medical emergency, a business problem, or a travel issue, and money is requested. In 2026, these scams are more sophisticated, with fake video calls, stolen photos, and detailed backstories, no matter how strong the emotional bond feels. Sending money or sharing financial information with someone you've never met in person is extremely risky. The common thread in all these scams is urgency and secrecy. Scammers want seniors to act fast and tell no one. The strongest defense is slowing down and talking to someone you trust before making decisions involving money or personal information. Knowledge Conversation and caution are powerful tools. Staying alert doesn't mean living in fear, it means staying in control. In 2026 and beyond, awareness is your best protection. One of the most frightening and fast-growing scams seniors face in 2026 is the AI voice cloning emergency call. Because it attacks not just finances, but emotions. Imagine answering the phone and hearing the voice of your son, daughter, or grandchild crying, shaking, and begging for help. The voice sounds real, familiar, and unmistakable. They may say they've been in a car accident, arrested, or trapped in a foreign country and need money immediately. Your heart races. Fear takes over, and logic fades. That is exactly what scammers are counting on. Using artificial intelligence, criminals now clone voices with shocking accuracy using short audio clips taken from social media videos, voicemail greetings, or online posts. Even a few seconds of recorded speech is enough for AI to recreate tone, accent, and emotion. What makes this scam especially dangerous is the pressure. The caller insists the situation is urgent and begs you not to tell anyone, claiming it could make things worse. They may say a lawyer or police officer is nearby and will take the call next. Reinforcing the illusion, seniors wanting to protect their loved ones often act quickly by wiring money, buying gift cards, or sending cryptocurrency methods that are nearly impossible to trace or recover. Within minutes, years of savings can disappear. In 2026, these scams are spreading rapidly because technology has become cheaper and easier to use. Scammers can make thousands of calls a day, tailoring stories to different families. They often research victims in advance, learning names, relationships, and personal details to make the call more convincing. The emotional realism is what breaks down defenses. Even people who consider themselves cautious can be fooled when fear and love collide. The most powerful protection against this scam is slowing down. Real emergencies allow verification. Hanging up is not dangerous, sending money without confirmation is. Seniors should create a simple family safety rule. No money or personal information is ever shared during an unexpected emergency call without first verifying through another trusted person. Calling the loved one back on a known number, contacting another family member, or asking a question only the real person would know can immediately expose the scam. Awareness turns panic into control. These calls feel real, but they are not. Technology may be advancing, but calm thinking, communication, and trust in verification remain stronger than fear. Another rapidly spreading scam in 2026 that seniors must be extremely cautious about involves fake government and healthcare benefit alerts. These scams are designed to look official, sound authoritative, and trigger fear about losing essential support. Seniors may receive a phone call, text message, email, or even a letter claiming to be from Social Security, Medicare, a tax department, or a national health program. The message often states that there is a problem with benefits, an urgent policy update, suspicious activity, or incomplete verification that must be resolved immediately. The language is serious and alarming, pushing the recipient to act quickly before thinking clearly. What makes this scam so effective is how realistic it appears. Scammers use official-sounding titles, fake badge numbers, logos, and carefully worded messages that closely mimic real government communication. Some even spoof phone numbers so they appear to come from legitimate agencies. Seniors who rely on monthly benefits or healthcare coverage naturally feel anxious when told those benefits could be delayed, reduced, or cancelled. That fear becomes the scammer's strongest weapon. In many cases, the message includes a link to click or a number to call once contact is made. The scammer asks for sensitive information such as Social Security numbers, Medicare IDs, bank details, or what-time verification codes. Others demand a small processing fee, back payment, or tax penalty to fix the issue. Seniors may believe they are protecting their benefits, when in reality they are handing over their identity or money to criminals. In 2026. These scams are increasing because many government services now use digital communication, making it harder for seniors to distinguish real messages from fake ones. Scammers also exploit current events, new laws, or annual benefit changes to make their stories more believable. The urgency is always the same: act now or lose something important. The truth is simple and reassuring. Legitimate government and healthcare agencies do not threaten, rush, or demand sensitive information through unsolicited calls, texts, or emails. They do not ask for payment via gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. Any message that creates panic and demands immediate action should be treated with suspicion. The safest response is to pause and verify independently. Instead of clicking links or calling back, seniors should contact the agency directly using an official phone number from a statement, card, or trusted website. Talking to a family member or trusted friend before responding can also prevent costly mistakes. Staying informed and calm turns these scare tactics into empty threats and keeps control firmly in the senior's hands. One of the cruelest and fastest growing scams affecting seniors in 2026 is the investment recovery scam, because it targets people who have already been hurt once. After a senior loses money to a previous scam, a bad investment, or fraudulent scheme, scammers often return under a new identity, pretending to be helpers, investigators, or recovery specialists. They contact the victim by phone, email, or message, claiming they have tracked the lost funds and can help recover them. To someone who has experienced financial loss, this offer feels like relief, hope, and a second chance. These scammers sound professional and confident. They may claim to work with international fraud units, legal firms, government task forces, or cryptocurrency tracing experts. Some even provide fake documents, case numbers, official-looking websites, and testimonials from other victims who supposedly got their money back. Seniors who still feel regret or embarrassment about the original loss are especially vulnerable because they desperately want to fix the mistake and move on. The scammer understands this emotional pain and uses it skillfully. The trap is almost always the same. Before any money can be recovered, the senior is told they must pay an upfront fee. This might be described as a legal charge, processing cost, tax, insurance bond, or administrative expense. The amount may start small, making it seem reasonable, but once paid, new fees keep appearing. Each payment is explained as the final step. Yet the recovered money never arrives. Eventually, communication stops, and the senior realizes they've been scammed again, often losing even more than the first time. In 2026. These scams are spreading quickly because criminals share victim lists and target people who have already been identified as trusting or hopeful. Technology also allows scammers to track online complaints, data breaches, and scam reports, giving them direct access to past victims. The emotional damage can be devastating, leaving seniors feeling ashamed, isolated, and reluctant to ask for help. The most important truth to remember is this: no legitimate company or agency can guarantee the recovery of lost money from a scam. Real investigators do not contact victims out of the blue, demand upfront fees, or promise success. Recovery claims that sound certain are almost always lies. The strongest defense is acceptance and caution. While losing money is painful, trying to recover it through strangers often leads to deeper losses. Seniors should talk openly with trusted family members, banks, or consumer protection agencies before taking any action. Protecting what remains is far more important than chasing what is already gone. Awareness, honesty, and patience are the real tools that prevent this scam from striking twice. Another rapidly spreading scam in 2026 that seniors must be especially careful about is the tech support and smart device threat scam. This scam often begins suddenly and feels alarming. A senior may see a pop-up message on their computer, tablet, or phone claiming the device has been hacked, infected with a virus, or is about to stop working. Sometimes the screen freezes with a loud warning sound and a message urging them to call a number immediately for help. In other cases, a phone call comes out of nowhere from someone claiming to be a technician from a well-known company, warning that suspicious activity has been detected on the senior's device. What makes this scam so effective is fear mixed with confusion. Many seniors are not fully comfortable with modern technology, so when something unexpected happens on a screen, panic sets in quickly. The scammer uses urgent language, saying personal photos, bank information, or private messages are at risk. They insist that immediate action is the only way to prevent serious damage. This pressure causes seniors to trust the caller and follow instructions without verifying them. Once trust is established, the scammer asks the senior to grant remote access to their device. This allows the criminal to take control of the computer or phone, view personal files, install malicious software, or even access online banking information. The scammer may pretend to fix the problem while secretly creating new ones, showing fake error screens or false reports to justify further payments. Seniors are then asked to pay for unnecessary services, security subscriptions, or repairs using credit cards, gift cards, or wire transfers. In 2026, this scam has become more dangerous because homes are filled with smart devices, security cameras, doorbells, thermostats, medical monitors, and voice assistants. Scammers now claim these devices are compromised, watched, or malfunctioning. The idea that someone could be spying through a home device is deeply unsettling, especially for seniors living alone. This fear is used to manipulate them into giving access or making payments. The truth is reassuring. Real technology companies do not make unsolicited calls, send pop-ups demanding payment, or threaten users with immediate shutdowns. Legitimate device warnings do not include phone numbers to call or instructions to send money. Any message that creates panic and demands instant action should be treated as suspicious. The safest response is to stop and disconnect, turn off the device, unplug it if necessary, and do not click links or call numbers shown on the screen. Reaching out to a trusted family member, friend, or local technician before taking action can prevent serious harm. Verification and patience are the strongest defenses. Technology problems can be fixed, but only if fear doesn't take control first. One of the most emotionally damaging and fast-growing scams targeting seniors in 2026 is online romance and companionship (AUD). This scam doesn't begin with fear or urgency, it begins with kindness. A friendly message, a thoughtful comment, or a simple greeting on social media, a messaging app, or an online community slowly turns into daily conversation. The scammer listens carefully, remembers small details, offers sympathy, and provides companionship that feels genuine. For seniors who may feel lonely, widowed, or socially isolated, this attention feels comforting and real. Over time, the relationship deepens. The scammer shares personal stories, photos, and future plans. They may claim to be a widower, a professional working abroad, or someone who deeply understands the senior's life experiences. In 2026, these scams are more convincing than ever, using stolen photos, fake video clips, and carefully scripted video calls that seem authentic but avoid real-time interaction. Trust builds slowly, which makes the eventual betrayal even more painful. Eventually, a problem appears. There is always a reason: medical bills, a frozen bank account, a business emergency, travel expenses to finally meet, or a sudden crisis that requires help. The request for money is framed as temporary and necessary. Because an emotional bond has already formed, the senior feels they are helping someone they love. Not sending money to a stranger, the scammer often promises repayment or a future together, reinforcing hope and trust. What makes this scam particularly cruel is the secrecy. Scammers often encourage seniors not to tell family members, claiming that others wouldn't understand or are jealous of the relationship. This isolation removes the very voices that could expose the fraud. Money may be sent repeatedly, over months or even years, draining savings and retirement funds while the scammer continues to invent new emergencies. In 2026, the scale of these scams has grown because online platforms make it easy for criminals to reach thousands of potential victims at once. Seniors who are new to digital communication may not recognize warning signs such as refusal to meet in person, excuses for avoiding live video calls, or repeated financial crises. The emotional manipulation is deliberate and calculated. The hardest truth to accept is that no matter how real the connection feels, someone you have never met in person asking for money is a serious danger sign. Genuine relationships do not require financial rescue. Love does not come with constant emergencies. The strongest protection is openness and verification. Talking to a trusted family member or friend about an online relationship can quickly reveal red flags. Taking time, asking questions, and refusing to send money keeps control in your hands. Companionship should bring peace, not pressure, in 2026. Protecting your heart is just as important as protecting your savings.